Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am yours truly, Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show planned tonight. Tonight, we're going to be discussing stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. Okay, again, stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. A lot of, especially right now, this day and age, with a lot of people getting government loans, people, and it's great. People getting entrepreneurial spirit, starting their own businesses and everything. They actually, quote unquote, in essence, entrepreneurs starting the business and everything, and that's fine with that. But again, the issue is that the thing that's missing is the legitimacy of it. So when you try to get certain opportunities and do certain things, you can't really take advantage of it, i.e. grants, i.e. loans, i.e. certain contracts, because you aren't a quote unquote legitimate business. So we're gonna have a discussion tonight I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to discuss some of the things that people are doing wrong. And most importantly, I'm going to give you my basic business blueprint. Listen, this is what I give just about everybody once you become, part of, my classes or certain networks and everything. I'm giving a portion of that free to you guys tonight. Go through just your basic business blueprint. It's not my regular business blueprint, but just a taste of it. Just help you guys get on that initial phase of making sure that you're legitimate. Your business is illegitimate, I'm sorry, and everything is straight from, an initial phase, okay? Again, I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. This is the Dollar Hour. Tonight we're streaming live on, hey mama, see my mama tuning in. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. What I'm going to be doing, different points of going through everything with the show, but at certain points I'll take a break to answer you guys questions. If it's a question regarding everything, if you can, please just hold up to the end of the show. And what I do at the end of the show, I answer all you guys' questions. I scroll through and try to answer all the questions at the end of the show. If it's not immediately related to what we're talking about right now, okay? Again, tonight we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business. What to do to make it legit, okay? Before we get started, guys, you want to always, first we are Mr. Short Dollar. You guys know Mr. Short Dollar. We talk about business, entrepreneurship. I'm about to forget real estate investing and personal finance. To be, keep updated, stay abreast of all the information. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to a Facebook channel, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you're following us on. The main vehicle that we use to put all the information on is the YouTube channel. So go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. We have over 200 videos there. Like I said, again, talking about the business, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. A lot of information on different loan products, a lot of information on different grants and everything. Go there. That's where the majority of the videos are. The other platforms, we stream live, post snippets of videos there, but that is the main vehicle for all the information there. So wherever you follow us at, go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, subscribe there. You guys know, we start all the shows, I rehash previous weeks. And yesterday, and I brought it up last week, we had, I'm part of the Misfits Media, Misfits Radio, Misfits TV family. And we had the passing of Carlos Long. That's Slick 316's son. That's my producer and owner of the radio station. We had a funeral for Carlos on yesterday. So again, I want to give my deepest condolences out to their family. Again, to Tariq and Lab, man, I love you guys. You guys did a fantastic job putting Carlos away yesterday, but from the bottom of my heart, because you guys have been there for me in some real tough times for me in my life. So, and I'm always appreciative of you guys, and I'm here for you guys if you need me. So again, I just want to extend my deepest condolences of yesterday for late Carlos to rest on yesterday. So I just want to bring that up before we get started. Also, guys, remember we are still in the middle of a pandemic. Remember to do all the stuff that you learned in pre-K. Wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough. Try to stay safe, little distance from everybody. Most importantly, be safe out there. You guys also know I'm an accountant by profession. I own Majestic Business Services. This is our 20th year in the game. Been an awesome tax season this year. We've been making a lot of money, making a lot of people smile. Some folks been frowning up a little bit. For the most part, we take care of them, even when they don't see what they want to see. They feel good how we try to make them feel. But we are nearing the tax deadline, which is May 17th. If you guys need any kind of tax service, make sure you reach out to us. As always, all the contact information is in the description section of each video, as far as all my social media links, all the business links. If you guys want to book consulting appointments and everything is there. But again, remember that tax deadline is May 17th. If you feel like you will not have an opportunity to get your taxes done before then, make sure you file an extension, okay? That form 4868. Again, for form 4868, you can get done. If you can't find it, make sure you reach out. You give us a call at the offices. The number at the office is 678-479-4007. Again, all contact information is in the description section of all videos, social media, business, everything you need. That is there, so make sure you hit that. That's if you're looking on the Facebook and YouTube. If you follow us on TikTok and Instagram, you want to see it. But if you look up Majestic Business Services or Google Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube, everything will pop up. You'll see that same information there. We got more great videos to come. And I want to apologize to everybody. I thought I had probably a little couple more videos out. We have them, but we've been knee-deep in tax season, which is a good thing. And I just haven't been as active as I wanted to on some of the videos and stuff, but we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, especially concerning business credit, business finance, and those type of opportunities. We have a lot more information, even some more grants coming down the pipe. So be on the lookout for that, okay? So I just want to just stand it out because I did have full intentions of bringing out more information to you guys earlier in the month, but tax season's been pretty good. And you know, I'm not gonna complain about that because I will tell you this, being my 20th year in business, I know about a month and a half another phone ain't gonna ring. So we gotta take care of everybody while we can and stuff. And again, um, uh, to even end with all that, we're at 14,000, I think 300 subscribers from Mr. Short Dog. We started off with 2,000 subscribers. I can't tell you guys enough. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the love and support that Mr. Short Dog have received from you guys. It's been nothing short of amazing. But I will say this, and it's kind of like a testament that I always tell people. I work hard, I grind. Anybody know that? You know, I'm working 20 hours a day, so I don't have to work 40 hours a week, and I put in the work for it. So everything we got, I ain't gonna say it. You know, we deserved it, but we stood course with everything, and that's why I want to share everything with you guys because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had many businesses that I've started, bought, sold, lost, messed the hell up, and I can share a lot of information, you guys, on what to do right, and definitely tell you what the hell not to do wrong. Okay, so that's why we got a channel to help people out and everything, and it's been real beneficial for me to just be able to get information to you guys free of charge. So I really do appreciate it. Before we get ready to rock and roll again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight's show we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business, what to do to make it legit. Okay. Gonna be a pretty good show tonight. And again, if you got any questions, immediately right in there you can ask. But if it's kind of like any just business related questions, guys, I'm gonna ask you, can you hold them up? And then at the end, the tail end of the show, I'll open the floor up, ask me any kind of question you got. If I'm able to answer, I answer it. If I can't answer it, I will create some kind of situation where you can get back with me later, and I promise you I'll find out an answer for you with that, okay? But start everything up. Again, we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business, you know, what to do to make it legit. Again, when I started the show off, I was talking a lot about how you have so many opportunities out there. People, you know, especially in this day and age, 2021, I'm down here in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, everybody and their mama got a business. That's just Atlanta. I guess everybody wants to get, you know, they get the LLC and they get, you know, they give them a funky fresh logo. And next thing you know, we selling all kind of cookies and candies and buttons and shirts and everything. That's awesome. People taking advantage of different opportunities that they have to make money and to do certain things. And I think it's great. I'm a firm believer in trying to create multiple streams of income, but also make sure you're doing it the right way. I say it all the time to people. Don't ever get traffic confused with profits because you got a lot of people out here, they busy. You'll go by certain fruit stands and restaurants and stuff. See, I have a different eye because me being an accountant and a consultant. Again, like I said, we've been in business 20 years. I've seen it all. And a lot of times you have people that, from a perception standpoint, look like they're doing great. They posting all kind of stuff. You go by the store, you see a line around the corner. But then sometimes you have a conversation with people, they about to stress the hell out because they barely staying open. They busy. They got money coming in, but they got so much damn money coming out, they barely staying afloat. And so yourself sometimes, how in the world you do that? That's what we have to sit down. Sometimes people go into it with a hustle mentality. And what I mean by hustle is nothing wrong with hustling. Because God knows I've been hustling my whole life. The thing of it is with hustling, you don't focus on structure. And that's the difference between hustling and business. Hustling is more the actual, the verb or the action of going out there, going getting it and making things happen, grinding, and doing all that kind of stuff. You got to have some hustle bustle. You're going to go out here and make some money, right? But if you turn around, you don't have a business, the structure ain't there. It's kind of like you got a house with not a solid foundation and everything not set into place correctly. And what happens is once you start doing this hustle and this hustle starts making money, but then when the opportunities come, you can't take advantage of the opportunities like we mentioned earlier because the foundation isn't there. You don't have the proper legal work. You don't have certain contracts. You don't have insurance. You don't have, you're not bonded. You're not licensed. All these kind of things that businesses that just like yours are doing that may not necessarily even be as, you know, provide the quality of service you do, but because that structure is there, the legitimacy is there, they're able to take advantage of certain contracts. They're able to take advantage of getting certain kind of loans and grants and all that funding and even, you know, all these other different type of opportunities. And you can't sit there with your lip poked out about, well, you know, only reason why he got it because he licensed, he registered with the state, or the only reason they did it because they on the minority business listing. I see it all the times. You see people all kind of, they jealous, they pissed off that they didn't get certain opportunity, but it's their damn fault. At the end of the day, everybody got the same opportunity as everybody else. Now, some people look further along in regards to the knowledge they have, to what they can take advantage of, but we all can still do what? Google University, YouTube University, and sometimes you got to go a step further. You got to pay the attorney, you got to pay the consultant, you got to pay the accountant, but you don't feel like you want to pay those people because why? You don't feel like it's worth it, because the accountant, the consultant, the attorney, they're not sweating, they're not swinging the hammer, so you don't feel like what they're doing, you can find it out yourself. I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's the reason people go to law school. It's people go to get their accounting degrees, and the reason why people spend years and years in corporate America getting experience so they can start a consulting firm and give you guys information. You're not paying them for what they do. You're paying them for what they know. And if you got to pay somebody $100, $200, $500,000 for information to take you next level, to make you $10, $20, $50, $100,000, damn it, pay them. You're gonna get, when you and listen, I love helping people, putting out these videos, giving out free information. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get what the opportunity for free information is gonna give you. But when you start paying for stuff, now you're getting what? Specialized information. I'm saying this before we even get started. I didn't start making quote unquote money. I ain't no Donald Trump. I'm all right. I'm comfortable. But I didn't start making money till I start paying people. When I start going to these mastermind groups, when I start paying for these consultants, when I start paying these damn attorneys, when I start joining other accounting groups and finding other information out, that's when I started making money. When I started paying for what? Information. When I started paying for experience. I didn't pay for, get this and do that, and then in 5 days you'll make $1 million. Do this in 15 days. No, hell no. When I started actually paying credible, reputable, and people I could verifiable, I can actually say, okay, that person that has that law degree, that person that's been doing this X amount of years. And when I could talk to those people, get specialized information, that's when my money changed. It ain't changed because, again, I always work hard. And it's going to go like this. When you're working hard and doing what you're supposed to do, your ascent to success is still going to go this way, right? You can't really, there's no substitution for hard work and sacrifice, and there's no substitution for it. But we start talking about getting information. Once you start getting information, that's when it go like this. But information ain't free. Information ain't free. And you got to sit there and say to yourself how much you're going to put weight into that. Some folks will sit there and just say it ain't worth it. You ain't got to do that. You can go do it yourself and everything. True. You can go put a motor in your car right now. You can go put a whole AC unit in your car, up under your house. You can do certain things, but it still ain't gonna be the same thing as a professional doing. You may miss something. You may get it all right, but is it really worth it? That's the thing about it. And as your maturation as a business owner, you're gonna have to learn one simple thing. When you go from hustling to an owner, CEO, executive of a business, when you're out here owning and working, you working in the business. You doing this, you fixing this, you cooking and doing this, that, and that. When you become that owner, CEO, you working on the business. You strategizing, you planning, you hiring, you doing this. This is what's coming to play. And for you to go next level, that you got to understand it. And for you to get to here, where you're working on the business instead of in the business, that's when you got to start saying to yourself, I got 2 arms, I got 2 legs. It's just so much stuff I can do. I got to start paying people. I got to start paying it. So when it goes from a point where you're working in the business and you're getting $5, and after your unpaid costs, you're bringing 4 back home. When you start working on the business, it might have made $5, and you might start bringing 2 back home. But this 2 is going to multiply so much because now you got more legs out there doing stuff for you. Your whole vision changed. It's just like you get your education. You got your high school diploma, you got your associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD. Your vision is just bigger. You see certain things. You see things differently. You just see things from a different level. And that's just how that is. And you won't really get the experience and knowledge of that till you start maybe making some sacrifice of time, make some sacrifices of being in certain places, and most important, make sacrifices of your money. Okay, but I just want to give that little quick summary, doing that. Again, I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. This is the Dollar Hour. Tonight we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business, what it takes to make it legit. Again, we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If I see anybody in, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Appetite for Chic. Oh, I appreciate the first time tuning in. Everybody that's here, welcome aboard. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy tonight's show. Again, if it's immediately a question or that you want to ask, great. But if it's something that you want to go over later, please hold all questions to the end of the show, because y'all know how I get to run in my mouth, get in my zone, and I can answer. I promise you, I will answer all your questions before we wrap up the show tonight. Okay, but again, if it's something where we're talking about a particular subject, you want something to ask, please ask it when we're talking about it then. But if it's something outside of what we're talking about the show, again, we're talking about stop calling your hustle business, what to do to make it legit. If it's outside of that, please hold it till we answer the question at the end of the show. Cool. All right, guys. We start talking about how to, stop calling your hustle a business and how to make it legit. The first thing we want to say is, like I said before, step one is number one, legitimizing the business. What I mean by legitimizing the business, that means, number one, and again, this is kind of like a summary of my business blueprint. My business blueprint is what I give people that come to us for different consulting, business incorporation, different things, where I give you that whole business blueprint. And this is all the steps you will, from the idea phase of having your business to all the steps you need to do in order to make your business a legitimate business. Okay. But this is a quick summary of it. That phase one being just to legitimize your business. When you want to legitimize your business, we're talking about getting incorporated. I recommend, before you start your business up, don't just go what people telling you to do, go get you an LLC. Excuse me. I understand everybody on the budget. I get it. I ain't trying to count nobody's money. I know how stuff is. But if you can't afford to do stuff the damn right way, and I know sometimes you got to cut corners on some things, right? But we start talking about this legal stuff, man, save them coins up. With that, because I would really side on trying to pay somebody, be it an attorney, because most times you get your attorney for a consultant, someone like me that's an accountant, consultant. Most of the time it's going to be maybe anywhere from $100 to $700 to have some kind of conversation. It might seem like a lot, but again, $100 to $700 to have a conversation that can make you $10, $20, $50, $100,000, I think is worth it. Okay, everybody got different perspective on stuff, but I'm always going to tell you guys the right way to do it. And again, I'm giving you all this information for free, so I ain't getting nothing out of it, but I'm just saying that you don't want to constantly be in a situation where you're taking 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards, 3 steps forward, 10 steps backwards, because of your impatience. And that's what kills everybody. Everybody want to do it their way, and they want to do it at their speed. And that's not how life goes. And that definitely ain't how business goes. Okay. So again, we're talking about legitimizing, and number one, incorporating your business. And that'd be if you want to get the LLC, the S Corp, C Corp, what kind of partnership or whatever, knowing the ins and outs from the different things in terms of just the flexibility that you may have with that LLC or S Corp, the tax ramifications that you may have, the functionality that you may have. You guys need to kind of get an idea to find out what's what with everything. Okay, you need to actually sit down with somebody if you don't have a grasp of it and find out. And because at the end of the day, what's good for Deonte may not be good for you. And that's why you got to make sure you're dealing with people that know what they're talking about. Okay, not nobody that heard something or whatever. And again, those 2 words I want you to understand: credible and verifiable. Okay, you got to make sure that you talk to damn body that know what the hell they talking about, not somebody think that what they talking about, or not somebody that did it but ain't got no results. Because we always say we can argue opinions, how I feel, how you feel, how they feel. We cannot argue facts and results. We can't. A fact is a fact. So definitely try to make sure that you talk to somebody before you start doing your incorporations and everything to find out what's best for you. If you're going to do the C Corp, the S Corp, LLC, be a sole proprietor, there is no right way. It's just what's the best way for you. Okay. And keep in mind, as we mature as a business owner, as we mature in life, things change. When you started out, it was probably cool for you to do an S Corp. As you got married, came children, you may want to move over to a trust. It just depends on where you're at. So that's why you constantly part of growth. You're going to have to actually reach out to certain people and find out the right information. Okay, information ain't cheap. Good information ain't. It's just not. You just got to be realistic about what the value is to you. Okay. we start getting incorporated. We're talking about legitimizing business, getting that tax ID number, that EIN number, that's being the registered number, just like your social security number for your business. Okay, getting that set up, getting your business license. You know, when you get your business license, guys, the business license is for whatever particular location you have. So when you're registered with a particular state, you got your tax ID number. That third thing is to go get your business license. Once you got that business license, you get a business license wherever you have a physical location at. So you register once with the state, tax ID with the federal government, business license wherever you got a physical location at. So if you're in this city, that city, that city, that's 3 different business licenses that you're going to have. Okay, incorporated once, tax ID with the feds, business license wherever you got a physical location. Remember that. Okay. Fourth thing, very important. That's when you're gonna start getting your banking information set up. I'm not gonna go into depth for what's the best thing to do, but at least get your business banking account. Okay. Once you got a business banking account, because they're gonna ask for all the information I just told you need to get. That being the corporation, tax ID, number, business license. You'll get your bank account open up from there. Then you start looking at when we go into other phases is what all kind of ways you want to receive money. I go into the train of thought is try to get as many ways as possible to get money. One of the things you got to understand, you limit yourself when you got a client or a customer and you say, well, look, you can only cash at me or I'm going to take money through Zelle. Well, who the hell said they got that, right? And you going to get your feelings hurt. You think in 2021, people walking around with cash. So you need to be as accessible as possible for everybody. There's no way in the hell you come to Deonte Burden, I'm going to turn you around. If I got to take a picture of your check, we got cash. If we need a Zelle, Cash App, I don't care. It's somewhere I'm going to get your money. You ain't leaving me because I can't receive money from you. And you never want to be in those situations, okay? So if you got issues, things like that, where you can't get these certain things, fix it. Fix it. Because you lose a lot of flexibility. Because depending on where you're at, if you're doing things online, you're operating in the public, you're at different venues and stuff like that, depending on where it is, money is going to be given out different ways. Some people may want to swipe it. Some people may want to cash it. Some may want to Zelle it. You know, some may want to actually go to an actual website. You got to make it where you can get money anywhere. Okay. And like I said, again, if you have certain challenges with doing it, your focus needs to be on fixing it. Okay. Don't ever settle. I can get it. If when you first start off, you can only take money one way. I get it. That's fine. But don't stay that way. You have to grow. You have to mature. A business is just like a child. And a child is going to grow. A child is going to learn. They're going to mature. And they're going to pick up certain things like a sponge. And if you're not putting things in your child, just like you're doing with yourself, you're not going to grow. You're not going to expand. You're not going to, your brain capacity is still going to stay here. But the more you learn, that brain can do more and more things, right? That's why you have some people, God willing, your health there, they can be 80, 90 years old. They sharp as a whistle because they constantly been learning and using that brain. But you got some people that never try to learn anything, kind of be like they're 40, 50 years old. They can't even remember the name no more. And this with no health issues whatsoever. This is the most important muscle in your body. If you're constantly using it, it's constantly going to get stronger and stronger and can receive and give out more and more information. So make sure with your business that's very, very important because so many people limit themselves that, I can only get cash app. I only get, no. Try it. You need ain't no damn try. Make sure you be able to receive money as many ways possible. Okay, that's very, very, very important. That banking aspect. All the other things about it, and that's why we're gonna go. We're going to the some of the other processing standpoints. Depending on what business you got, depending on what industry you're in, that kind of dictates a lot in how people pay you, right? So those kind of things I get with that. Some ways you may not necessarily need to focus with if you're doing a certain type of business. Some you maybe make sure it's fine. Some businesses, people still want to get checks out too, right? Especially as I talking about certain businesses where, they're doing billing and receivables. Everybody doesn't pay online. So if you're doing some billing receivables, from a distribution standpoint, people may want to send checks out to you. You get it. Be able to receive the checks. Sometimes people just want to pay online swipe. You got to be ready for that. So you got to do some kind of forward thinking in regards to that. Again, we're talking about that first part, legitimizing your business. Make sure you got the actual structure together, okay? Because these are the things where we start looking at, like, when you want to actually get ready for opportunities that's in place. The next thing is insurance. You got to make sure you're covered, right? You got to make sure you're covered. When we start talking, I'm just be very honest with you. I'm an accountant, but it's three things that people really, really skip out on because there's no barrier to starting everything off with doing it. You people will skip on an accountant, people will skip on insurance, and people will skip on that lawyer. Because again, there's no barrier to entry. You can start your business out without having a lawyer draft certain contracts. People go on Google and make it their own contract. And hell, when they get sued, they can't even, or try to sue somebody. They don't have a leg to stand on because the contract got so many damn loopholes on it, and you too damn cheap to pay somebody to do it. That's what happens. That's why I say, guys, listen, when you go to Mr. Short Dollar Links, you can hit that link on Fiverr. That's in all my description section. Hit that link. It'll send to, my page of different kind of contractors. If you need somebody to do grant writing, law contracts, all that kind of stuff. I have that stuff set up in there. I'm going to have the one for Upwork as well. That's another freelance site where, get people to draft certain contracts. I use them a lot myself. The man Fiverr, if I need certain contracts and stuff, it's a great way to get specific tasks done for freelance people where you're not paying an astronomical amount of money, but actually legitimate lawyers, different consultants and people that can do certain things, musicians, all kind of different industry, but they're actually doing freelance work for you. You can get a person that's legitimate to do it because you have to be legitimate and get credentials out for you to operate on most of them. Some can, some do, some don't. But the ones that I recommend, I've used them and I can vouch for them. I'm gonna say that for you, and I'm not getting no kickback from those particular people that's on those links. But definitely want to make sure you got that insurance covered. Insurance is covered. When you're bonded, licensed, even have some just basic liability for yourself because you're human, you're gonna make mistakes. So you don't want something to happen. You may have the LLC, quote unquote, to protect you, but at the end of the day, hell, if they sue your business and wipe out your whole damn business, what do you have then? Right? So we want to make sure, if something happened, we got the proper things in place, being the liability insurance, workers' comp, if you got certain projects or you need to be bonded for certain jobs, you got all that stuff in place. Again, we're talking about the legitimate size, incorporating, tax ID numbers, business license, bank account, insurance. Have that stuff in place. Going back to the thing we just talked about again, those contracts. Get your damn lawyer. Have them draft them contracts up. This is the kicker you got to understand. A lot of these upfront costs, these are one-time costs. Okay, these are one-time costs. If you actually doing a service for somebody, you're a contractor, you building, you cleaning, you fixing, or whatever, this, that, and that, you can have that one contract signed, and the lawyer can set the contract up if you pay them anywhere from $100 to $1,000, whatever it is. But they can have a contract set up where you can change certain things in there. But that's a one-time fee. That one-time fee will protect you from so much heartache and pain. You have no damn clue. Okay, you got to be able to do that. Have those contracts set in place. Have that insurance, because again, you start talking about some of these contracts and different opportunities. You won't even be able to get them. You won't even be able to get them because certain places and certain vendors, I mean not vendors, awardees and being the government or even some private companies. If you don't have the proper insurance and things like that set up in place, they're not going to deal with you. If you're not bonded or whatever, they're not going to even have a conversation with you. So let's try that, that part of the initial phase that's structured, the legitimized section. We want to focus on having that together, okay? Again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. We just talked about phase one, legitimized section. Now we're at phase two. We're talking about the image, okay? This is where we start talking about the aesthetic side of your business. Remember a little coffee break. Y'all got me good tonight. If I'm down at with Lab, I'm in a studio. I got my scotch and my cigar, so I'm in my crib, so I ain't smoking right now in my office. I still need my scotch though. But we start talking about the image part. This is, I think, people focus on it, but I don't think they actually give it the right perspective. We start talking about image. I think what people most time do is the blueprint is get you an LLC and get you a logo, and they think that is it. And they start, running with their business. I got this. This is my logo. The logo looks super, and it's adios. We're ready to go. I want to sit here and say I do think it's good to get your logo together. Make sure when you're getting that logo together, the logo is not. Don't focus on being so damn cute as more so catching who you want to service you. When we get in business, this is one of the fatal flaws where a lot of times people get in business. They think that once you got the business set up, that everybody wants your stuff. I wanted to tell you guys, your family and your friends are not obligated to buy stuff from you. If you sell cookies, they may not like your cookies. If you sell, cook food or sell clothes and stuff like that, I hear people all the time say, man, people don't support you, this, that, and that. That support doesn't necessarily come in the form of them buying your stuff. Damn, your shirt might be ugly to them. And they should not be obligated by your shirt is ugly to them because you're their family. Your obligation as a business person, you need to be focused on what? Who the hell want to buy your shirts? If they're in Africa, if they're in Asia, if they're in California, New York, you need to focus on who wants to buy your shirt and how the hell you can present your items for them to buy in that particular area. People you deal with, that support can be, man, showing some love, sharing your stuff on social media, telling people about you, patting you on the back, checking on you. That's support. Buying your shit, that ain't how that goes. That ain't how that goes. And you ain't gonna really survive as a business partner if you think it's gonna be about, I'm gonna start doing this, and the people I know they're gonna buy it. No. You're gonna be successful in business because you're gonna start your business up, put your face in the dirt, and grind. You're gonna stop open up for everybody, open up, close after everybody close. You're gonna do that. You're gonna understand that no mean not right now, and hell no mean we'll talk later on. That's just how it is. You gotta be wired with that. You can't be sensitive. You can't have no thin skin. You just gotta be able to work. And if you can't understand that, you ain't gonna survive too damn long. So like I said, the image part, I don't want people to get so caught up into the logo, the presentation so much. It's cool, but you gotta have so much of the substance and factors that come into it. The cute logo and all that stuff would be irrelevant if the delivery, the process, the service, and all the other stuff ain't there. If that ain't there, you know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. It ain't gonna work. And I'm just be honest with you with that. So again, we start talking about the image. First thing we're gonna talk about being that logo. Second thing is the domain. The domain, right? We start talking about the domain. Domain is more important than the website. Why? Because we start looking at domain. I'm talking about the domain when you actually put in the website address or tagging into actually an email. You do not want to have, Johnson & Sons automatic car wash.com. No, people ain't that damn smart. I know damn well I ain't. I got plenty of damn degrees. And I'm sitting here like, no, you don't need to do that. Make sure that everything is concise and accessible. Like we learned in business school, there's one thing that pushed us in grad school was that you want to say the most with the least. You don't need to have 5 sentences in a paragraph if you can get the same message out in 2 or 3 sentences, right? So if you can just have whatever it is that.com, but kind of don't try to have it too far off from whatever it is. If it is a car company and you're doing repairs, johnsonservice.com, tucsonservice.com, S&S repairs, such and such cookies, such and such bakery. You may have a trendy name, well, the keyoflove.com and y'all a bakery. That's a gamble to me because, again, it doesn't catch the frame. Sometimes being different, you can be rewarded from it. Sometimes being different, you can kind of get overlooked with that. Kind of taking a gamble with that. But that domain is very, very important. You don't want to have, like I said, something so strung out, for the domain, but you definitely don't want to have something that's totally damn in a whole nother stratosphere. And I'm like, why the hell would you do that? I be smart about it. Be smart about it. And take time with it, guys. Don't rush. What I want everybody to understand, this is very important, guys. Understand this is that you're not selling to yourself. So what you think is cute and what you like and what sounds good is totally damn irrelevant. It's about the people that's going to spend money with you. It's about the people that's going to take, that's going to use your service and buy your products. It's what they like. I'm not giving a damn what you like. No, that's irrelevant. What I like is irrelevant. That's the thing with that. So at the end of the day, you need to make sure that when thanks, Hank D's, I appreciate the super chat. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. You got to make sure that you are actually, focusing on the customer. Far too often people get so caught into what they like and what they think is good. And they forget, It's not about you. It's about the customer. You love your business and everything because we always, what's the old adage we all heard? The customer is always right. The customer is not, no way in the hell the customer is always right. The customer is wrong as hell a lot of times, right? But the customer is what? Always paying you. The customer is always paying you. And if you lose sight of that, you're in trouble, right? You got to figure out, I ain't saying let somebody disrespect you. I ain't saying let nobody mistreat you. But you better have enough damn sense to understand that this person is the one putting money in your pockets. And you can't deviate too far away from that, okay? So make sure you keep that info focused in your mind. What do the people that want to spend money with me, what do they want? Gotta keep saying that. What the hell do they want, right? Mr. Short Dollar, I understand what my customer, I understand what they look like, think like, whatever. I'm not finna be on Mr. Short Dollar talking about, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ain't no way the hell about it. And no, we're not gonna do that, right? We're not gonna talk about the Hawks. We ain't gonna talk about the Falcons. None of that. Bring it in. We may talk about if the company was sold, somebody was paid, something like that. But that's not where you come to Mr. Short Dollar. You come to Mr. Short Dollar to learn about finance, business, entrepreneur, and how to do what? Put some more damn money in your pocket. You ain't come for the other stuff when you come to my channel. And you got to understand that when you're talking about your business and when you're dealing with your customers, focus on what they want, not what the hell you like. Now, you might love that information you're giving, but they're the priority. You don't ever lose sight of that, okay? Next thing, when we start talking about the domain, next thing we get that email set up, make sure I'm not a big proponent in using a Gmail or at Yahoo, at Hotmail or whatever. Use that domain, buy that domain from HostGator, GoDaddy, or whatever. Make sure you tie that, learn how to get the forwarding address from the domain set up on your email. It's very easy to do. When you pay for the domain, the host part, the GoDaddy or HostGator, whoever you use, they have it set up where you can do the forwarding and you can just have, info@suchandsuch.com or like, me, D Burden at majesticbiz.com. You can set all that stuff up, connect that to your Hotmail, your Yahoo, your Gmail, and it looks a whole lot more professional and legitimate than anything, because again, you can be such and such contractor, such and such cleaner. It don't roll the same way at gmail.com. The more and more you can take questions out of a customer's head, the better. Okay. And it's so damn simple. Okay. Again, when these emails, we need to get out of this at yahoo.com, at gmail.com. If you got the, and again, we talking about some of these, these domains you get set up with these websites. We're talking about crumbs. Again, you can hit the link that I have for Fiverr. Fine, you go in there and put in web design. You can get somebody to do you like a little one-page informational page for your company, $50 to $150. Okay, and then again, it's not gonna have lasers and all the other kind of stuff coming out, but it depends what your business is. You might not need that at all, right? We can't cut too many. And I ain't saying overspend on stuff you don't need, but again, we start talking about the people that are gonna buy your product or buy your service. What do they need to see? You need to understand we need to spend the right amount of bread to get to them, right? So again, we want to make sure that email addresses fix that Gmail and Yahoo stuff. Fix it. And we talking about these ain't nothing but damn $9, $10. What a domain costs? $9, $10 for a domain. It's crumbs in the grand scheme of things. We start talking about legitimacy. Again, we want to take away all the questions possible, right? All the questions that we can take out, we want to get rid of it, right? So when they see that image, and again, next we talking about getting the website coming out. The key with a website is I always tell people, websites level the playing field. If your website is okay, and we ain't talking about got to be dynamic, but it's just a good professional website that's just giving out exactly what you want to give. It don't have to be shooting out lasers. Sometimes I hear people like, I want a website to pop. You don't necessarily need a website to pop. You just need a website to deliver the information that you want to give. But it levels the playing field, right? When you see this company and that company, you don't know who's bigger and whatever by the website. You just want to be able to get people and they see it, okay? It levels the playing field. And so we start talking about from a legitimacy standpoint, they can do that. I'm just use myself for example. Tree hit my house. I'm trying to find contractors. The hardest damn thing has been trying to find people that I felt were legitimate contractors. Now, again, do that mean one is better than the other because one got a website and one don't? No. But does it make them look more reputable and credible because they have? Hell yeah, it does. Be it right or wrong, Again, now the guy with no stuff at all, he made no more whatever. But we live in the information age, and everybody living off their phone. Everybody living off their computer. So we want to know who's what, who's the most accessible, who's the most easy to get in contact. All that kind of stuff comes into play. When I can pull you up and see you. That's what it is, right? So that goes back into, how much you've been sitting there trying to invest in your business from an image standpoint, right? Make sure you have that stuff set up. Make sure you got that stuff set up. Again, I just want everyone to look at it. When we start talking about doing those particular things, being your logo, your domain, the website, the email, all that stuff, get it straight out. Remember, let's get them 40 emails together. That's one of my pet peeves. Get that stuff together, especially a legitimate business, because that's some of the things that can go next level with your business in regards to people looking at it and whatever. When you become that such.com, $9-10 fix, guys. And remember, we don't want to sit here and spend all day trying to figure out stuff and do everything ourselves. Hit that link in the description section for Fiverr. Find your freelancer, somebody to do it. Hey, I need, my the theme music. I paid $40 for that theme music. I own the rights to it and everything. And when I turn, y'all heard that music playing with Mr. Short Dollar. I own the rights to it, and I got a guy, found somebody on Fiverr in England. I paid for it. You hear, that's my music. I own the total damn rights to it, right? When I was playing music for somebody else beginning my show, YouTube was taking all my money from the views and ads to that, because the person had the copyright rights on it. I own that music. You can find your little freelance on the other side of the world to do that. You can find you somebody want to get your logo done. You can get somebody in Bangladesh to do your $5 logo. I ain't trying to cut nobody money. I'm all about people making money, but at the end of the day, business is business. They're going to give you an awesome logo. They give you 5 logos for $5. Okay. Anybody know me? Y'all know how damn cheap I am. So I'm trying to get the most for the least, and that's just how it is. But I ain't gonna cut corners on quality. Anybody know me knows that. But at the end of the day, that's what a business owner does, right? You working on the business and not in the business. I want you guys to really remember that. That was the second thing, the image part. Again, this is $1 Hour. I am Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight we're talking about stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. We went through phase 1, which is legitimize. Phase 2 is image, and now we're on the last phase, which is, I'm about to forget, the level of commitment. This is very, very, very important. We talked about this earlier. We started talking about just the whole sacrifice aspect. What do we normally see when everybody started business up? And like I said, again, I ain't knocking nobody, because I love it. I'm always pushing pro business. That's why we got this channel. That's why we got this channel set up, because so many people starting businesses up. And I just remember when I started, how it was just so hard to get people to do it. People act like, well, you taking from them personally. They want to share information. And most times I feel like people want to share information because they lying in the damn way. If you secure and you out here making money, you kind of cool with telling people information, because you don't want that same thing to happen. When people fronting and lying, they act like they can't tell nobody nothing, because you ain't no damn threat to me. If you want to go out there and start your own tax business, it's over 200 million people in the United States of America that's working. There'll never be enough preparers. If I got my target audience and I got my clients I'm going to get, I'm always going to make money, right? I'm going to hustle. I'm going to bust my tail out there, and I'm going to get out there and make money. If that's what I bank on more than anything. I'm going to get my customers. But if you're new to the game, we're starting your business up, hey, man, try this, try that, try this, try that. That's why I was able to grow, because number one, people help me, but number two, probably more important, I shut up and listen to the information. I was never there. I got it. So that commitment level is very important, because far too often people get the LLC, get the logo, post it on Facebook, and crickets. Not a damn thing happened. Nobody ain't bought their waist trimmer. Nobody ain't bought their tea. Nobody ain't bought their cookies or hats. They may start off selling, but for the most part, it don't happen. They just can't figure out why. They bitter, and they blaming everybody for not supporting them. And it's not, like I said, again, support is a very great word. Support can come in comments, pats on the back, and all that kind of stuff. But they don't always look at support being money. Because people really and truly, you really going to understand is, people ain't obligated to buy your stuff. They just ain't. Your family, if your clothing line is ugly to them, why they gonna wear it, right? If your food is nasty to them, why they gonna buy it? It just may not be kicking it, and you got to be realistic with it. But here's the most important part: somebody like your nasty cookies. Somebody like You know, your ugly shirts you made. Somebody does. And the thing of it is, you as the owner, what? Find them. And it's a lot of them, right? Billions of people on this earth. Billions of people. Just find them. All right. When you find them, you'll be straight. Spend less time focusing on what you can't do. Spend more time focusing on what you can. That door get closed. Shit, I can't get in there. Let me go to the next thing. Right? Because what we learned, we talked about it so much in grad school. You guys, I was talking about grad school. I got an MBA in supply chain, so I'm always talking about efficiency and time and money and numbers and all this other kind of stuff. But what I always tell people, when you can't do stuff, you acknowledge you can't do it, and then focus on what you can do, right? And that's how we got to be in business. When that door is closed, let's go to the door that's working, right? We can't spend too much time. We can go back later and figure out why the door not working, but right now we still got deadlines and money to make. Let's go and do that, right? Okay. So again, with that level of commitment is number one, knowing who that target market is, knowing who that target market is. When you got that thing that you're selling, who the hell wants this? Who wants this cookie? Who wants to wear this shirt? You know, we're talking who wants what we're talking about. You know, are they 25 to 30? Are they black, white? You know, are they educated, uneducated? Are they professional, not professional? You know, is it male or female, short or tall? They live in this region of the country or whatever. What's the income demographics? Oh, hell, yeah. You got to do all that. All that just popping up and posting trying to sell. Hell no, that ain't gonna. You'll make money, but you ain't gonna make sustainable money. Straight up. You ain't gonna better do that. You're gonna have to put some time into it. And when we start looking at just sacrifices of time and stuff like that, it's crumbs when you think in the big picture of the thing. Now, again, we start talking about you hustling, you just trying to make some money, so you pay this bill or try to do this, that's cool. But we start talking about this is a business. And we're like, so we want to have a discussion tonight about business because so many people, and I'm getting feedback from everybody, they got these hustles that they want to take next level and become a business. But the mentality, the structure, operations, everything is still saying hustle, and nothing saying business but your damn mouth. So we got to get the structure and all that stuff set up. But most importantly, the mindset the right way so we actually can have this business going, okay? All right? Guys, make sure you remember we said Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We stream live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Main vehicle for all the information is the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Over 200 videos. A lot of great information. Post at least 2 or 3 videos a week. Talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, real estate investing. A lot of great information on that. So make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel, regardless of what platform you're looking at, because that is the main vehicle for information is on the YouTube channel. That other part we started on part 3 being the commitment, being able to, that ads and commercial, guys. I want to say something. Advertising is the lifeline of your business. Okay. Sometimes people are like, I'm doing word of mouth. We didn't really put too much in advertising. We just grow. We went on word referrals and all that kind of stuff. If you're able to do that, you're lucky. And I ain't saying you can't have success doing that, but you're damn lucky. You need to be putting some money in ads. You need to be putting money in commercials. Okay. The problem that come up a lot of times, people put money in ads and commercials. They try to, and this is a piece of advice that I usually damn charge people for, and is that, and please listen to this. When you advertising and doing promotions or whatever, especially going through Facebook, YouTube, and all that, don't focus on hitting 2 million people. If you focus on actually doing, something that's restricted and talking about an actual target area that's 100,000, 75,000, but they're the person that you're looking for, more of those in that little segment area, go there. When you're shooting a bow and arrow and you got a target and you got all these trees there, you got a gazillion some targets to hit. But if you condense the target area down, you got a better chance of hitting something. If that makes sense, right? They'll get more opportunities because more people they're confused with more of a chance to get the particular person that's going to buy your product. So if you got 75,000 people that potentially will buy your product that you shooting everything to from an advertising standpoint, as opposed to being sending everything out of 2 million people that could give a damn less what the hell you're doing, what make more sense? So, okay, bigger ain't always better. So we got to I really want you guys to kind of understand that. And that's one of the little things with advertisers. People get and pay for Facebook ads or Instagram ads and try to hit so many million people, but they're not focused on that particular target audience. Again, you gotta sit down, just chill for a second, pump the brakes, still say your stuff. But what do the person that want to buy my stuff look like? You know who don't want to wear your, you know who's not going to wear your stuff. And the key is when you're doing them advertising on Facebook and Instagram, they actually give you the opportunity to exclude people. When I run, you myself, for example, when I run ads, and this kind of one thing I always notice is when I'm on Facebook, I've been in a tax business 20 years, right? And I see these ads come up, tax business. I should not get those ads. They're wasting money on that ad dollars. You can put on that. I want to exclude all tax business owners. I want to exclude all tax businesses. If a person owns a tax business, they don't see my damn ad. When I see that ad, that's just intel for me. From damn, that's a pretty cool ad. Let me add that. I ain't know. I like that. I'm gonna use stuff. I'm gonna use your stuff. So whatever you say, Deonte stole or whatever, I recycle. Whatever word you want to use, I did it. But there's no way in the hell that's come up. And so if you're a cleaning company, right? Or if you're selling T-shirts, if another person owns a T-shirt company, that ad should not come up on their phone, right? Exclude them. These are the kind of things you got to understand. How do you learn this information? Pay your damn money and get some of these mastermind groups that deal in Facebook advertising and all that kind of stuff. Can you get burned by some of this stuff? Yeah, but that's why you got to do your due diligence, look from the sidelines, gather information, research the person and all that. But you got to have advertising going into your business. You need to be putting money into that, but into getting your business and stuff put out to the people that want to buy your product. Okay, really focus on that. Research, do your homework, invest in yourself, guys. I started off saying, okay, I didn't start making money and doing things well until I started investing in myself. When I started going to those groups, paying for the masterminds and all that kind of stuff, and you like, damn, that's just 2 days. You're gonna spend a couple $1,000 to do that. Yeah, that couple $1,000 turn around to make you 50, 100, 200,000. That's what you got to sit there and look at. Get out your feelings and like, damn, that's too much damn money, to do that. Again, when people come to me and say, hey, what do I charge for consulting and all? That's a lot of money. I mean, sound funny. I got a lot of education. I got a lot of damn alphabets behind my name. You got to pay for it. Same thing, we go to a lawyer and all that. You just got to pay for it. But it'll save you so much money and make you so much money. Find value. And again, if you want to come to Deonte Burden to get things done, Google me. Research me. If you see that person is an actual music producer, an executive, they're actually, they're in quote unquote investors, whatever you want to do, and you feel uncomfortable, research them. And when you do your research and do your due diligence, you're not comfortable with what you find, leave them the hell alone. But don't just, deal with her because she fine, or he look good, he tall, or he drive a nice car. Hell no. Do your homework. Do your homework, okay? Don't trust no damn body until you've done enough to feel comfortable, okay? You see the little short, bald man on here, stuff like that. He cool. He sound like he know what stuff, enough stuff that's cool. I want you to trust me. I want you to follow me. But damn, do your research on me, okay? I've been in business 20 years for a reason. Not out getting over for doing for wrong. No. I do right by it. I'm real funny about my name. And there's a lot of people out there just like me that want to make sure that they're legitimate and they're doing right about people. And some people can give a damn why. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. I'm going through that fine out dealing with these dang contractors. I'm gonna be straight up. Come in my house, man. One brother told me I look like a godly man. He said, man, what church you go to? I'm just like, man, where'd it come from? Man, he was just talking and everything. And I heard so much stuff about the Lord in 1 hour. But when I tried to later on look up his business, I couldn't find a damn thing. Nothing. I called him up. Hey, man, can I see your insurance stuff? Man, I ain't got that. I mean, all kind of stuff. Got mad, got in their feelings. It wasn't necessary. But this the same man talking about I look like a godly man. I knew something wrong with that because I ain't never been told that one before. But he was telling me all these things and stuff. But those are the kind of things you got to kind of be aware of. Again, just do your research. Just do your research. Do your research. Do your due diligence. People can sense when you're being impatient. People can see, okay, hey, man, they're ready to move. They're ready to move, and they can smell it. And I think even with myself, I was getting a little frustrated with getting repairs done on my home. My probably seemed a little antsy, and that probably showing. That probably, one of them things that I shouldn't have been doing. And I can see that causing that. But definitely, guys, be patient. Take your time. Invest in yourself. That's the number one thing you can do. Is the more money you can spend, that you can learn things, experience things, protect you from things. Do not cut corners on that, guys. Okay, we're talking that last phase. We're on that commitment. And this is the most important thing with everything. Just grind. Just grind. Just grind. I say it all the time, 20 hours a day, so I don't have to work 40 hours a week. Yeah, you say, well, D, you crazy as hell, you want to do that. But I love doing what I do. I love it. I love it. It's not work to me. It's not work to me. I put in all kind of work, put in all kind of hours, and those and the things that fall out from it, those are sacrifices for success. And if you're not willing to make certain kind of commitments, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, we're talking tonight about stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. There's nothing wrong if you do not want to make all these sacrifices to make your business a success. What is wrong is expecting certain results and you have not made that kind of commitment, right? Those people that when people so many times we see the finished products, but we don't see the late nights, the missed rec games with their kids, the missed recitals, spending the night in the office, doing all this other kind of stuff and everything. Not all the time, but I mean, just to get you to a certain point, people don't see the sacrifice, what people gave up, robbing Peter to pay Paul to do that. People don't see that. People don't see that. You see the finished product. I wish people showed more of the struggle than show the actual end result and everything. Not necessarily how much people want to see that, but you can't get it twisted and think, okay, I'm gonna say Shazam, and now I got this damn money in my pocket. It ain't happen. That ain't how it happened. It ain't how it happened. And I'm not even finna get. You see all the time. I see all the advertisements on Facebook and especially YouTube. The guy riding in a yacht and they boat. And hey, listen, in 2 months you can be able to do this and all that kind of stuff. That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. You know. Can you sit here and just start something up and then, all of a sudden everything falls into place for you? It's possible. Anything possible. But you try to be a damn astronaut as possible too. That don't mean it's going to happen. Okay. So I just want you guys to understand that. Okay. Those 3 things we talked about in regards to making your business legit is so important. Okay. Again, tonight's show we talked about stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. Guys, I just gave you guys 3 pieces of the puzzle we're doing it. That being legitimizing, image, and the commitment you got to have to making your business legitimate and make sure everything, all your I's dotted and your T's crossed and all that stuff. Those, usually you can get that basic business blueprint. Usually when you get a consulting appointment, you guys, like I said, all my links is in the description section of the videos. And if you're following us right now on TikTok and Instagram, you wouldn't see that, but Facebook and Instagram, that's listed on there. And those kind of things, when you do that, you'll be able to see that on that. But just go to the YouTube page and you'll be able to see that. Subscribe when you go there. You'll be able to look in the description section. You'll see all the social media links, contact information, and everything from there. Thanks, Carissa Grant. I'm going to ask you a question in 1 second. Soon as we're about to wrap everything up. But guys, I really want to tell you again, I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate the conversation we had tonight in regards to, stop calling your hustle a business, how to make it legit. We still have the link set up. If we have the consultant appointment links, if you have the free 10-minute advice links, all that stuff is in the description section of the videos. Hit it up, reach out to me. Please, 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 please continue to share the information with the channel. Put a prayer in for Slick 316 and the DJ Lab and the rest of my Misfits Media family. Again, we buried Rick's son, Carlos Long, on yesterday, man. And again, it was a rough day and everything, but please keep all of us in your prayers. And most importantly, please keep Slick 316, the DJ Lab, in your prayers and everything. But again, thanks again for all the love and support. Got a lot of great more information. Tax deadline is May 17th. Holler at your boy if you can't get anything done. Guys, if you haven't filed, remember what I said, Form 4868 for the 5-year extension to get everything extended up to I don't know my damn math. I'm about to say normally October. I don't know what month it'll be. I think it's October that you get the tax deadline extended to 6 months extension. Do not pay the damn IRS extra money if you haven't filed. Just 4868. You can't find it. Call us at the office tomorrow. Book an appointment. Again, majesticbiz.com, 678-479-4007. All the contact information listed below. Again, thanks for all the love and support. Subscribe to the channel. Tell everybody about it and be safe. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to open the floor for all the questions up and everything. So let me go through everything and get everything. First, we're going to have Carissa Grant. I appreciate that. Peace King went to Zoom to make my company at LLC today, and I planned on whether to get an extra service. This is a great confirmation. Cool. Listen, and to that point, guys, I understand. If anybody, like I said, I ain't damn frugal. I'm cheap, and I've been like this when I was a little kid. Everybody know me, grow up. They know how I am. They know how I get down and stuff. But I don't compromise quality. I don't compromise service. I don't. So I do want to tell you guys this. Please, make sure you do your due diligence. What you think you're skipping on right now, because I see it too often. You don't have to pay for that. You can do this free yourself and all that kind of stuff, but you don't really know the hell you're doing. You may incorporate the company, you may get a tax ID, but you may not get the best entity for you at that particular time. Now, what you don't want to have happen when you got an opportunity set up and they're telling you that you need to have somebody on payroll, somebody set up, you need to have the S Corp, need to have the certain thing, and you don't have none of that stuff in place, but you listen to your friend told you what was cheaper, and they knew what was okay for what? Them. Pay somebody. Just get it done. It's done on the front end. You ain't got to worry about it no more. You just worry about just taking care of your business and making your money, okay? If you're not for sure, pay folks, okay? Just please. I can't stress that, you know. You ain't got to come to me. Just Google if you got an attorney near you, accountant near you, an insurance broker. You don't have to go to, you need to get bonded. Fine. Get you a relationship with a good insurance broker. Get a relationship with them. Hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. I might need every now and then. I got this job I need to get service for. And they can cut you a deal and be able to do it because they have this big pool of different insurance products. Again, those three ones, accountants, insurance, and lawyers, there's no barriers to entry. You can start your business without them. But when you get in bad problems, they're going to poke your eyes out. You got to fix it. It's a lot cheaper to deal with them on the front end than it is when you got to get stuff fixed. I'm just telling you guys. I'm telling you, please look into that. What we got? Any other questions? Okay, anything else we got? I'm looking, guys, please, if you got anything, please put it in. We'll keep the floor open. I know I've seen some questions in here. I'm going damn crazy. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in tonight to the show. I hope I ain't bored the hell out you. And I know I kind of talk kind of fast. Let me see everything with that. Any questions? I might have missed something. Might not. Let's see. What's my take on the Dun? Okay. Jacqueline Order says, what's your take on Dun and Bradstreet? I think it's cool to get a Dun and Bradstreet number. The key is you got to always understand, and that's a great question, guys. And I'm giving y'all a lot of information I'll be charging folks for. The thing of it is when we start saying the Dun and Bradstreet, let's go look this. We're going to look at the end result because y'all see a gazillion videos out there in regards to how to get business credit, how to get business loans, how to do all this and that kind of stuff, right? And the key is most of that is legit information when they give you. Get your Dun and Bradstreet number, go to this place and get a line of credit with this company, get it, and you'll be able to do it. The problem comes up is what? The people that actually that you want to give you a loan, they can give a damn about that. They may not care about the DMB number, right? They may not. What I always say this is, and this is very important, guys. I want you guys to understand the DMB number, you need it, but it depends on what type of industry you're in. If you're in a service company, I don't say as much you need if you sell a certain product. It just depends. But the end game is this. Whoever you want to get the money from, right? Bank of America, Chase, private lender, whatever. Find out what they want to see. Don't spend time. Like I can tell you the different things, just like everybody in these videos. They're not giving you money. I'm not giving you a loan, right? If Bank of America can give you a loan, Chase, Johnson Family Trust Company in Detroit gonna give it to whoever it is. Go down there, have an appointment with the business banker. I'm Deonte Burden. I own such and such construction. This is what we're trying to do right now, right? Most of the time, people say, well, we can run it on the business credit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that this is what people just keep, and that's why I don't believe most of the people making these damn videos have got business loans. I've secured SBA, regular SBA loan before all this pandemic stuff. 6-figure SBA loans, this pre-pandemic and everything. I can sit here and tell you, I don't give a damn. They still want a personal guarantor. Like you can get my business loans is on my business tax ID, but Deonte Burden is listed as a personal guarantor. So if the business can't pay for it, they're gonna come after me. It's very, very hard. Now, when you have millions of dollars in collateral or something like that, it may not be as much where they need that personal guarantor. They can actually lock on something for the business. Because we start talking about two key things, guys. We're going to a lot of good stuff. Let me tell you, we look at when you want to get a personal loan, they're looking at two things: what? Your income, your credit. We look at a business loan, they're looking at income, credit, experience, collateral, and industry, right? And if two of these are off, you probably get denied for the business loan. Okay. With that said, if whoever you're going to give you that business loan, if they want a DNB number, cool. If they want you to have X amount of dollars in collateral, cool. If they want the person, the guarantor person, to have a certain credit score over 700 or whatever, find that out. Don't spend time trying to, look at these videos and get you a DNB number and get this line of credit with this equipment company or different place to, because they give out, business credit. The people that actually going to give you the money that you're looking to get this loan from, whoever that bank or financial institution is, call them and find out what the hell they need to see from you to get a line of credit, a business loan, whatever you're trying to get. Talk to them, right? And then you move accordingly. You don't get things that you don't necessarily know they need, right? Because you sit there and you don't spend all this money and you don't talk to all these people, you don't got your DMB number, you don't pay to go to this person to fix your credit, and the damn people can give you a loan, they can care less about it. Go have a conversation with those people, okay? I can't stress that to you enough. I'm glad you even brought that up, Jack, and I appreciate it because there are too many videos out there, and I really don't think most of these people have got loans. Like I said, I've got several government loans. This is pre-pandemic and everything. I know the headache and all the red tape. It ain't the auto disaster loan was easy. You getting any kind of government loan, SBA loan prior to that, man, they going through everything, right? You need to make sure that you focus on what that lender wants, and they'll save you a lot of time. And once you do that, and the key is what? Well, we say go get a relationship with with your bankers. Go have a conversation. Go down to 3 banks. Hey, I'm Deonte Burden. How you doing? I own such and such incorporated. I don't necessarily need money because what's the rule, guys? Get access to capital when you don't need it. We don't wait till we need damn money to go down there and try to get a loan. And now you're panicking. You look like you're tripping. You ain't got no money. You're not shaking, trying to fill out paperwork. And now you're just a piece of paper in a stack. Go down and get a relationship. Business is all about what? Business is all about relationships. Make sure you check that video. I got Miss Short Dollar. Business is all about relationships. You got to be able to talk to folks, let them know who you are, right? Because at the end of the day, once they know you, you can give a call. Hey, Joe, what's happening, man? Listen, you got that contract, man. I need you to bump my line of credit up. I need to get some more equipment, right? They ain't running credit or nothing, right? The relationship is there. And that's what it is. Because remember, banks make money off what? Loan interest and bank fees, right? You put money in the account, that's just hell. They got to pay you money back for interest. They're making the money back on the loan interest and the bank fees. So with that said, you just need to make sure that you're being that savvy person. That's where we're going. The hustler, CEO, hustler, he's just out here working. Him, this the CEO, the owner, and hey, they doing the planning and thinking. Go to the banks, introduce yourself, have that conversation, And if you're not, listen, and I want y'all to understand this. Everybody ain't. I've been being in 20 years. I can understand it. I get out here and run my mouth for a couple hours and talk. Everybody's not comfortable. You're cool with fixing things. You're cool with cooking things. I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to get past some stuff. You ain't got to sit and give an hour-long lecture, but you need to be able to get in front of people and have these kind of conversations. The more and more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be. Okay? So it's just like anything else. The things that you're not the best at, we try to avoid it because we're not comfortable doing. We don't do it that much, but we'll never improve until we give it a try. Okay, so don't avoid opportunity because I don't like talking to people. I kind of get nervous. I don't really know my stuff. Have a couple conversations. Get turned down. Figure out, well, why they turn me down or why they do this, because you didn't explain this right, because you didn't know certain things and be able to do it, okay? It's not as difficult as you think. And that's how anything that's new to us, we think is more different what it is. And this one we tried, like, okay, it ain't as bad, right? So only thing had me scared like that with divorce. Hell, that had me damn terrified. I don't know if I still want to do that again. but anything that you first see from the outside looking in, you always gonna be like, hey man, that seems kind of scary. But once you do it and get experience, it's cool. So definitely, guys, man, that was a good question. That was a good question, Jacqueline. Yeah, make sure you get those. Talk to the bankers, find out what they want, and talk at least 2 or 3. I ain't saying go out there and let everybody run your credit. Had that initial conversation, looking to get this and looking to get that. Then from that point, go from there. Hey, Gladys Johnson, how you doing? Listen, I'm trying to see, is any other questions in here? Looking in TikTok. Trap God 139 trying to get a business loan. Me too, brother. If you got any question or anything, like I said, guys, go to MrShortDollar.com. Look in the description section, all the videos. You can book an appointment. If it's a quick question, you can book you a free 10-minute session. Now, you better have a 10-minute question. If you have anything further from that, you can actually book you one of the sessions from a consultant standpoint. But this is a quick question. Just, log in and go from there. But, again, we got over 200 videos on the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. A lot of great information, a lot of good stuff on there. And I'm extremely accessible. Got the website to the business, got a website. The phone number to the office, everything's there. So feel free to reach out, guys. And I think I got everybody's question answered. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Anybody came in, everybody donated to the show with everything with that, with the chat dollars and everything. I really appreciate that, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, supporting. I don't think I'm asking for you guys. Can you please share the information with the channel? Tell all your family and friends, people subscribe to the channel. Get information. Hell, reach out. We got a lot more information. Been a pretty good tax season. So again, I thought I would have at least 2 or 3 more videos out by now, but I haven't because we've been, putting extra hours in at the office. But from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you so much for all the love and support you guys are giving us. Love you guys. Take care. And please be safe out there. Talk to you soon.